Serious about films. This video is brought to you by Ultimate Film Financing, the #1 online course available to you on Skillshare and Udemy. This course has several hours of content carefully selected and organized so you can learn how to develop and finance your own film. Just click on the link and get free access to it. Today's video is about trailers. Back in 2004, Universal Pictures released Dawn of the Dead, a re-envisionment of George A. Romero's classic Dawn of the Dead, released in 1978. The film's trailer and teaser were extremely effective, contributing a lot to the film's success. Today we are going to talk about the narrative structure of the trailer and the teaser and show you how they work. First, let's take a look at the trailer.
Hey Vivian.
Anna, look, I can go backwards.
Let me see. Hey, that's amazing. Hey.
Hey, you. Vivian? Honey, are you okay?
Officials have declared a state of emergency. Everybody they kill gets up and kills. Residents are advised to find a safe place and stay there.
I've just been informed that we are going off the air and switching to the emergency broadcasting system.
Look up the road, there's a lot more of them. Why are they coming here?
Maybe they're coming for us.
Sooner or later, they're gonna get in here.
Our baby's going for it.
It's only a matter of time.
It's coming.
They'll find a way in.
Oh God.
The trailer starts with this aerial image of a neighborhood. The idea this trailer is giving us is the ordinariness of the setup. Many horror trailers like to start by emphasizing the ordinariness of the setup. The trailer of the classic Poltergeist starts exactly in the same way. Let's look at the first few seconds of it.
The house looks just like the one next to it. And the one next to that. And the one next to that.
Just like Poltergeist gets closer and closer to those very similar suburban houses, the same thing happens to Anna, the main character in Dawn of the Dead. As it moves closer, the trailer shows a friendly relationship with the little girl living next door. The messages are the ordinary neighborhood, friendship, and the safeness of community. The trailer wants to be precise about the passing of the time, and for that, it shows you with titles the progression of the time, from evening to night, to dawn. Of course, those titles are not really needed. However, their use has several advantages. They speed up time, shorten the editing, save precious narrative seconds, and play with the film's title. During this block, we get a very clear description of Anna's household. The truck that's parked outside tells us her husband is the typical blue-collar worker, and the whole setup screams the, again, ordinariness of a middle-class life. The carefully constructed pacing of the time has two purposes. First, it prepares us for the trailer's first shock. In it, we go back to the girl next door, which also helps explain why she appeared in the beginning. Second, in a very sophisticated and visual way, it shows us how fast Anna's world has been turned upside down. This is the longest shot of the entire trailer, and it is a beautiful shot that conveys with precision the conclusion of everything we've seen so far, the complete destruction of society and how fast it all happened. In this shot, we see, through the eyes of the character, her world completely crushed. Personally, I think the use of this shot is brilliant because it conveys with perfection the feelings of confusion and disbelief that is going through the character's mind. The stark contrast between the before and the now is further accentuated once you consider the symmetries and the ordinariness that have just been broken. After this brilliant introduction to the major change that is coming to the character, the trailer gives us the film's tagline, which comes straight from the original 1978 classic. And from now on, the trailer will build on the character's confusion in the middle of the chaos. The trailer shows some impressive shots like these ones that are reminiscent of video games. It is important to notice that we are exactly at the middle of the trailer, and the transition to the second half comes from the radio station voice that will justify the safe place we'll discover next.
Officials have declared a state of emergency. Everybody they kill gets up and kills. Residents are advised to find a safe place and stay there.
After solidifying the idea of confusion and total chaos for the first half, the trailer moves to the main set, the Crossroads Mall. The presence of the mall in this trailer has two functions. First, it establishes a direct connection with the 1978 classic film also set inside a mall. This is important because the filmmakers want to attract the fans of that film. Second, because the mall here reintroduces a sense of safety and balance that was destroyed. This trailer so far is giving us order, the destruction of the order, confusion and chaos, and a new place where safety and order seem to be again possible. Now the trailer gives us a glimpse of the film's different characters. First, the entire group. Then, Kenneth, Anna, and Andre. These are the three central characters. At this point, the trailer uses a television announcement to show us that society seems to be gone for good.
I've just been informed that we are going off the air and switching to the emergency broadcasting system.
And of course, everything goes dark, thus showing that the security they found inside the mall is an illusion. What we see now are glimpses of the threat, the zombies outside.
Look up the road, there's a lot more of them. Why are they coming here?
Maybe they're coming for us.
The trailer launches the question that, again, sends us back to a very celebrated moment in the original film.
They're still here.
They're after us. They know we're still in here.
They're after the place. They don't know why, they just remember. Remember that they want to be in here.
What the hell are they?
They're us, that's all. There's no more room in hell.
What?
It's something my granddaddy used to tell us. You know Macumba? Voodoo. Granddad was a priest in Trinidad. Used to tell us, when there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
This is a moment every serious horror fan knows by heart. It is clear that this trailer is trying to connect both films. After this, the trailer will introduce some of the key dramatic subjects that will accentuate the fragility of this new situation. The relentlessness of the zombies.
Sooner or later, they're gonna get in here.
The baby that is coming.
Our baby's here before.
Time seems to be running out.
It's only a matter of time.
It's coming.
They'll find a way in.
Oh God.
Then we get another apparent break, followed by the final burst of disconnected shots that seems to show appetizing bits of all the horrors the film has in store just for us. This closing structure is very common in trailers. It is a kind of apotheosis that gives you a selection of the great imagery you will find on the film. However, this trailer is a bit more clever than that, and this final block seems to be marred by technical glitches. Although they are very clear, both through image and sound, many viewers won't notice them right away, thinking they are just stylistic liberties. That is until the trailer itself gets destroyed. This self-consciousness is quite unique, as trailers rarely like to call attention to themselves. This is quite a bold move, interrupting the suspension of disbelief, waking up the audience to the fact that they are inside a movie theater, looking at the blank screen, watching a film projection that just malfunctioned. Until surprise happens. The screen becomes glass, and on the other side, zombies. This is quite a sophisticated way to end this trailer. Simply beautiful. Another very interesting decision is to maintain the absence of music, using only some very discrete sound effects. The final structure of this trailer is ordinary life, personal tragedy, the world upside down, a possible solution, complications, apotheotic horror and struggle, even the trailer gets destroyed, and the zombies are here. Now, one thing we must understand is that trailers are advertising tools. They many times bend stuff and don't show you exactly the same things you will see on the film. People tend to think trailers are faithful to the films they promote, but that's not true at all. Being advertising, trailers many times follow different rules and needs, and they will frequently alter things. Let's go to a few examples. You must have noticed this announcement from the MPAA. Although the film is rated R, this trailer can be shown to all audiences. This means that this trailer cannot show you this. So instead of showing you this, it shows you this. Yes, they modified the little girl's face, so it won't show you the same damage you see on the film. The take they used here is not even the one used on the film, and a different face seems to have been superimposed over the girl. Trailers are very careful when it comes to blood. This is what we just saw on the trailer. This is what you see on the movie. The cleaning of the blood also takes place on the shots inside the car. They transform the blood into some kind of dirt. The practice of turning bloodstains into old engine oil is very common in Hollywood trailers. They do this in order to keep those trailers approved for all audiences. Here are a few images from the trailer of the notoriously bloody Kill Bill. Those black stains on Uma Thurman's yellow outfit speak for themselves.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you? For a second there?
Yeah, I kinda did.
Silly rabbit.
Hard part's over.
The voice through the radio also does not match the actual scene. The voice only exists to serve as a justification for them all. It is a transition device.
Officials have declared a state of emergency. Everybody they kill gets up and kills. Residents are advised to find a safe place and stay there.
The teaser that was released several months before the film also plays on the idea of contrast. Let's take a look at it.
Officials have declared a state of emergency.
Not leave your home.
The city's in mass, not be contained.
I've just been informed that we are going off the air and switching to the emergency broadcasting system.
While the trailer actually tries to give us considerable information about the story, this teaser does something a lot simpler. It starts by showing us images of characters living in idle inside a mall. Friends playing basketball, drinking coffee, and modeling lingerie, while the music accentuated the feeling. Suddenly, all changes into chaos. However, the chaos is seen through different TV channels, letting us know that the characters are not participants in that chaos. This protected point of view is the central idea behind the film. Now, because this is just the teaser and there is no need nor the time to tell us more about the story, it advances immediately to an apotheotic editing of horror imagery. And the editing is highly effective. Most teasers and trailers end with the film's customary building block that never sits very well with the amazing images they present. As a result, all teasers and trailers must find a creative way to deal with them. In this case, the closing takes us back to the beginning with the same music, which is just a nice way to tie the entire film with some nice lacing and justify the always boring building block. The trailer and the teaser of Dawn of the Dead are very effective, and their structures show the audience exactly what they need to know about the film. Their narrative flow is very precise, and especially the trailer is very effective in creating curiosity, desire, and fascination for the film. All this while maintaining a connection with the original 1978 classic. It reduces the effort of selling the film to an audience that wants it. This video is brought to you by Ultimate Film Financing, the #1 online course available to you on Skillshare and Udemy. This course has several hours of content carefully selected and organized so you can learn how to develop and finance your own film. Just click on the link and get free access to the course.